Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, and on down there rule well. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety. It's like, yeah, peace and safety to the hopeful elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. Alright, so I just want to do a short lesson on how alone the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai allows it to go. I don't want to name the video. There's a lot going on in the world right now. Alright, and which there is. You got a bunch of events going on right now between the balloons that are being shot down, being found all over Babylon the Great, that are being shot down, which they're calling aliens or UFOs or whatever. You got the situation with that trail derailing in Ohio, and it exploding, which let off a deadly chemicals into the air that's killing a lot of fishes and birds and things like that. And they said people are getting sick. All right, you got that, and also there's a number of things going on. The situation in Turkey with that earthquake that's still finding a lot of dead bodies. There's a bunch of things going on right now in the world, like always lately. But probably like an hour ago, maybe like 35 minutes ago, I posted a video, a clip of about how Saudi Arabia is pretty much getting ready to join the BRICS nations. All right, which we all know that the Saudis at the World Summit or whatever, represent as representative of the Saudis, Saudi Arabia came out and said that they're going to accept their oil for other payments besides the U.S. dollar. All right, which we know that would deal a major blow to the petrodollar, which would destroy the petrodollar, which would destroy would jack the American economy up way more. All right, it would lead to hyperinflation because more dollars. Because if like through like the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar explained this many times. If the petrodollar is done away with, and like all the other financial experts are saying too, if the petrodollar is done away with, because the only thing that's really keeping the dollar afloat is the petrodollar. You will have to convert your money, buy U.S. dollars or whatever, get U.S. dollars to purchase oil. All right, to purchase the Saudi Arabia and the different OPEC nations oil or whatever. All right, and if that's cut off, that's the only thing that's really holding the dollar together. All right, besides the threat of invading your country if you decide to give them up under it. But nobody's afraid of America anymore. The proof of that is when Joe Biden told the Saudis to produce oil production, maybe like 8, 9, 10, maybe like 20 years ago, they would have did it. All right, because they was in fear of what could happen. But now nobody's afraid of America anymore. Now America's a joke. You got top generals that are transgenders. All right, you got transgenders in your military fighting. You got women in your military fighting. All right, America's a joke, man. All the jets and planes and tanks and defense systems is trash. Nobody's afraid of America like that anymore, man. All right, and all these nations are coming together. Ultimately, at the end game, going to come together against America and destroy it. All right, but yeah, he told told him to ramp up oil production, and they told him no, we're not going to do it because it's not in our best interest to do it. Which really goes back the reason why they didn't want to do it because of that deal that Babylon broke off about Afghanistan and all that, which pissed Saudi Arabia off. Which that was the Lord stirring up controversy. All right, but yeah, but if the petrodollar is destroyed, more dollars are going to come back into the U.S. All right, more dollars are going to end up in circulation, and that will destroy the that will cause hyperinflation. More dollars in circulation will equal coming back into the country will equal hyperinflation, and that's when you're going to see the prices of goods and things like that shoot through the roof. All right, but yeah, I did a short clip video of of off of RT saying that how Saudi Arabia is pretty much getting ready to join the BRICS nations. Was it Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. All right, they're getting ready to join them. All right, Turkey too, I believe. More than likely, Turkey is going to do it because they believe that America has something to do with that earthquake, or the Western nations had something to do with that earthquake. So more than likely, they're going to join as well. All right, and plus they've been going back and forth with NATO, even though they're in NATO, about the whole situation with Ukraine joining, and what was it, France, two other nations joining. Turkey had a problem with it, so they're looking to leave NATO anyway and join the BRICS, which they probably are now anyway, right along with Saudi Arabia. All right, but yeah, the petrodollar is about at its end, and I just read through the Drudge Report, uh, and I ran across this article right here. It says Biden suddenly orders, so it's just a lot going on, man. Tons of stuff going on in the world right now, man. It says Biden suddenly orders release of another 226 million barrels from the strategic oil reserves. All right. Now the first time he did that, the mass releasing of it. Hold on, Slack. Let me see if I can pull something up. It's Slack. I'm gonna pull up a lot of different videos and a few different videos and a few different articles. So, Baba Kashar, brothers, please bear with me. All right, Salakia. Yeah. The first time he did it, it was in July 6, 2022, and it says this is from the Washington Times. It says Biden sends 5 million barrels of U.S. oil to Europe, Asia, despite soaring gas prices. All right, so when he said that he was going to release the oil reserves to help lower gas prices, release it to help lower gas prices in America, what did he do? He shipped it to Europe. All right, he gave it all to Europe. He gave most of it to Europe because of It's like I'm gonna pull up one more thing because um the deal that was cut, the agreement. Hold on, let me just pull it up. Let me pull it up. All right, Shalaki brothers. Yeah, but this one is Lord was brothers can see on the screen. I have this article here from the CNBC, and it says EU strikes gas deal with the U.S. as it seeks to cut reliance on Russia. Um, see, the U.S. said Friday it will work with international partners, which is NATO and the EU, to provide at least 15 billion cubic meters more of liquefied natural gas to Europe this year. See, they came out and told you, but first he said that he was releasing the oil reserves to help lower gas prices in America, but then he shipped it all to Europe because they agreed that the U.S. and NATO and the different EU nations and NATO, they agreed to stop buying Russia's natural gas due to the whole thing with them with Russia and Ukraine going on. All right, to try to cripple Russia, but it's backfiring. All right. More liquefied natural gas to Europe this year, seeking to end the bloc dependence on the bloc's dependence on Russian energy imports following the Kremlin's invasion of Ukraine. Right, so they agreed to put sanctions on Russia and stop buying their natural gas, and now it's coming back to haunt them. Now, America's trying to make up for what Russia was doing for for Germany and certain other nations. It was buying Russian national gas by giving them some of the U.S. oil reserves. But what happens when the U.S. runs out? And more than likely, we're in the winter months now, and there's no talk about this at all. Um, uh, it's like with them stopping different NATO and EU nations stopping to stop buying Russian energy or whatever. Now, it's the first article I showed through the Spirit and Power of Yahweh Shem Shai that now he's sending more oil over there. He's gonna send more oil over there more than likely. It didn't say it in the article that he's sending it over there, but more than likely that's what he's gonna do. All right, because the European NATO nations are probably like, now, man, like, look, man, we're running out of oil, man. We're running low on natural gas. So where y'all go? So, y'all don't want us to deal with Russia anymore. Oh, and that's why they destroyed the Nord Stream pipeline. Slocky, one more second. All right, Slocky brothers. I want you to pay for everything, man. Slocky. All right, Lord Woods brothers can see on the screen. I have this article here, and it says, American journalists accused. It was put up 3 days ago. Um, was it? Yeah, say it was uploaded 3 minutes ago. I don't know where the date is, but whatever. It says American journalists accuse U.S. of Nord Stream pipeline attack. All right, if you remember, I'm not gonna go and play the clips, but brothers want to, because it's probably strike the video down. But if brothers remember, Biden and what's that lady name, man? Came out and said that I forget the lady's name, but I know Biden said it, and it was another lady in Biden's cabinet said that yeah, if Russia invades Ukraine, all right, we're gonna stop the Nord Stream pipeline or whatever, which was a pipeline running from Russia into Europe, or Germany, and I believe Europe too. Oh, certain other European nations too, I believe, if I am mistaken. I know for sure it was Germany was one of them, running it into Europe or whatever. And they said that they were going to stop it if they invaded Ukraine or whatever, or if they attacked Ukraine or something like that. They said, the Biden and them said, and then the reporter asked them, how are you going to do it? And they said, oh, just believe it, we're going to do it. Then before you know it, the Nord Stream pipeline was destroyed. All right. Now maybe they did that because Germany was getting ready to, the other NATO nations are ready to give in and say, look, man, we in for a brutal winter. We don't have anywhere to get our natural gas consistently from. So we're just gonna deal with Russia, man, and just drop this whole thing, and whatever they want to do to Ukraine, let them do it. So maybe Babylon, went in there. Maybe I'm not, whatever, went in there because it could have been an accident. Who knows? But we all really know what happened. All right, they got on TV and said what they were going to do. All right, so to eliminate that option, they just went ahead and destroyed it. All right. Now if I go back to the headlines today, like I said, it's a bunch of stuff going on today, man. Just put up one day ago. Russia says NATO should hold emergency summit over Nord Stream blast. That was a day ago yesterday. White House denies report it was behind Nord Stream pipeline explosion. American journalist, which is one I just read, accused U.S. Navy of Nord Stream pipeline attack. Russia says NATO should hold emergency summit, right? Same thing. So, yeah, man, this whole thing is starting to probably catch up to Europe, and they're probably calling America, calling Biden now, saying, look, man, we need some more oil, man. And then Biden released, hold on, Slockett Brothers, yeah, and then Biden comes out, and more fire going out. Yeah, but it says, but Biden comes out and releases 26 barrels from the strategic oil reserves, man. So again, probably Europe's on the phone, like, look, man, we cut deals with them. The pipeline got destroyed. What we gonna get out? We need y'all to deliver, make good on y'all promise, man. All right. So a large majority, or maybe all of it is they're getting ready to ship it to Europe because Europe is running out of oil or whatever, or natural resources. All right. And where does that leave Babylon? How much? And they're not going to tell you how much barrels are in reserve here in Babylon. And if they do tell you, it's probably going to be a lot. All right. And another thing too, when you go to the gas pump, when the last time, I ain't saying I ain't taking the pump and putting it to my nose and smelling it, but you don't even smell gas no more at the gas pump, man. You don't know what you're pumping in your car, man. All right, you could be pumping some type of liquid and getting water in your tank for all you know. All right. So again, things is going to get worse. Just something to keep an eye on. I just thought this was interesting. He's releasing a whole another 26 million barrels. You better believe it ain't going to the Babylonian citizens because he don't give a damn about none of y'all, man. All right. But yeah, man, I just thought that was interesting. And let me pull this up too. Over here. Yeah, Salaki Brothers, and check this out. This is on the front page of the RT, and it says NATO is focused on undersea cables and pipelines. Right, so probably, like I said, they probably just got on the phone with Biden and say, "Hey, look, man, we're running low over here. We need some more." All right, said they're focused on the cables and the pipelines, or maybe they're about to get ready to join back in the hand in hand with Russia, and start buying their natural gas because things are probably getting worse over there. Because, like I said, it's a media blackout on that situation. Um, on that situation with their natural gas and whatever. Europe's trouble with it's like getting natural gas. So maybe they're getting ready to strike a deal with Russia to try to fix it and start buying their natural gas again and give America the middle finger. We all know the scriptures, the prophecies say what? The beast shall hate the whore, make her desolate, because NATO and the EU is going to be joined in on the destruction of America. All right, so again, just something to keep an eye on. But let me pull this up real quick again. All right, so like again, brothers, for all the pauses, but it says this is the article that I just posted a clip on earlier. It says Saudi Arabia keen to join BRICS and SCO. This is big news, man. If this does go through, it says Saudi Arabia is interested in joining the BRICS group of the five. So they're interested in joining the BRICS groups of the world's five major developing economies, as well as Shanghai Cooperation Organization, according to Russian ambassador to the kingdom, Sergio Kozoval, if I pronounce it right, I struggle saying his name. The five BRICS nations, Russia, Brazil, India, China, and South Africa, currently account for more than 40% of the world's population, nearly a quarter of global GDP. Meanwhile, the China and Russia-led Shanghai Cooperation Organization, a regional security bloc, including major powers like India, in its rankings. All right, we read further down. It said they're still, considering it, but more than likely they're getting ready to join. All right, so you got this going on with this within the petrodollar. Saudi Arabia already said we're not going to help. We're not going to produce more oil to help America out. All right, Biden ordered to stop drilling here in America, or cut back on the drilling, or maybe stop drilling altogether. All right, and whatever oil reserves is left, he's shipping it all to Europe. All right, so again, just something to keep an eye on, man. Keep an eye on, man. All right, let me get one scripture. I always bring this out, one of my favorite scripts. It's Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. See then that you walk circumspect, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the times, because the days are evil. Right, the days are evil, which the word evil means bad, and bad days are coming. No oil means no gas. No gas. How you gonna put if you can't put gas in your car? How you gonna drive your car? All right. And the majority of people out there don't have can't. If people can't are struggling to afford $20 or $26 or 30, however much money it takes to fill up their tank, how are they gonna afford a $200,000 electric car? Motherfuckers can't put gas in their car, man. So how are they gonna afford a $200,000 or $150,000 Tesla? Come on, man. Shit is over with, man. Shit is collapsing, man. All right, and it's only going to get worse. All right, so with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and safety to you, brothers out there to push this truth and sincerity. All right. Another thing with them electric cars as well, what happens when basically it ain't gonna work, man. That ain't gonna work, man. All right, because again, most people can't afford it, and that ain't gonna work, man. All right, and they don't want it to work. They want to shut the whole system down, the whole world financial system, life as you know it down, so they can bring in the Karagma. All right, get people at their knees, but they're begging for help and stuff like that, and then introduce the Karagma, and people are gonna take it. All right, why? Because the majority of people in the world, of all people, have no faith in the Lord and Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right. And the proof of that is when the C-19 first came out, when the jab first came out. Niggas were lining up like it was lining up to take it when then the job and all that was threatening, like the new pair of Jordans just released. All right, so with that, I'm gonna say shalom.